Everyone moving to Texas keeps asking me the same thing. Should I move to Austin or should I move to Dallas? And here's the truth. Pick the wrong one and you could be spending 20 grand more per year for the exact same lifestyle. Today, we're breaking down the real cost of living differences between Austin and Dallas. We're talking housing, we're talking jobs, traffic, taxes, lifestyle, and I promise by the end, you'll know exactly which city fits you and your wallet. Let's settle this once and for all. When I first moved to Texas, I thought, they're both big cities. How different can they really be? Then I spent a weekend in Dallas, drove through Frisco, ate at one of those 10-acre shopping center and realized, oh, these are very different. Dallas feels polished, professional, big business energy. Austin, it's much more creative, relaxed, weird. Keep Austin weird, right? But personality aside, your lifestyle and your budget will look totally different depending on which city you choose. So number one, housing. That's gonna be the deal breaker. Let's start off with housing because that's gonna be the biggest difference. In 2025, the median home price in Austin sat around $585,000. In DFW, or Dallas-Fort Worth, that number's around $415,000. That's a difference of roughly $170,000 for a similar sized home. Now, property taxes are high in both, but here's the twist. Dallas has slightly higher tax rates in many suburbs, like Frisco and Plano, often 3.1 to 3.3%, while Austin hovers closer to 2.6 to 3.0%. So your monthly payment might actually be similar, but the upfront cost of getting into an Austin home is higher. So in Austin, you'll pay more to buy the house. In Dallas, you'll pay more to keep the house. Next, we got jobs and income potential. Dallas is corporate America's playground. It's banking, finance, telecom, tons of Fortune 500 headquarters. Austin, think tech, like your startups and your creative industries. Apple, Tesla, Oracle, they're all here, but the jobs market is more innovation driven. Dallas tends to offer higher average salaries in traditional careers, while Austin often pays slightly less, but attracts remote workers and entrepreneurs. So if you're chasing corporate stability, Dallas is gonna win. But if you're chasing lifestyle flexibility and kind of entrepreneurship vibes, Austin's gonna be your city. Translation, Dallas is where you wear your suit to work, Austin is where you wear jeans and a t-shirt and still make six figures writing code. Now this is where most people get caught off guard. Dallas looks cheaper on paper, but Austin's everyday lifestyle costs can even it out depending on your habits. Here's a quick breakdown for 2025 averages. Groceries in Austin are about 6% higher. Gas is about even. Utilities, Dallas runs about 8% higher because they have bigger homes and higher HVAC costs. Childcare, Dallas is gonna be slightly more expensive. And restaurant dining, Austin is about 10% higher. And yes, it is worth it because the Austin food scene is out of this world. So overall, the cost of living gap isn't as big as people think, but your lifestyle choices, where you eat, what neighborhood you pick, how often you Uber to live music downtown, that's what really is gonna move the needle for you. Dallas traffic is wide and sprawling, 8-lane highways and endless suburbs and all kinds of spaghetti highway system that gets you lost no matter where you're going. Austin traffic, one highway that everyone uses at the exact same time. So in Dallas, you'll drive farther but faster. In Austin, it's gonna be a shorter distance, but it takes forever to get there. Either way, you'll learn the true meaning of patience and podcasts. And if you think you'll avoid traffic by leaving early, good luck. The only people who beat Austin traffic wake up at 4 a.m. or 3:30 a.m. like myself, or work from home like myself. This is where cities couldn't be more opposite. Austin is laid back, outdoorsy, creative, kind of hippy dippy music festivals, paddleboarding, tacos, and tech. Dallas is refined, luxury shopping, polished dining, and professional network that's world class. It's a little more uppity. In Austin, people talk about hiking and entrepreneurship. In Dallas, people talk about business and brunch. Neither of them is wrong. It's just the version of success people feel like when they're living there. And from a real estate standpoint, Austin has historically seen faster appreciation, but Dallas tends to be more stable in downturns. So Austin's a bit more volatile, Dallas is more steady. So I want to tell you about two clients I had this year, both remote workers, both moving from California. One picked Austin for the music and the energy, the other chose Dallas for the structure and the schools. They both texted me 6 months later, said, "This city finally feels like me." The other city said, I miss live music, but my kid's school is amazing. Thank you for setting us up with a great agent here in Dallas. The point is, there's no universal best city. There's just your best fit. And whichever one you pick, you'll still end up complaining about the heat. There is no escape. It will find you. That's the one thing they have in common. So here's how to decide. If you want more space, more structure, and a little less weird, Dallas might be your move. If you want lifestyle, creativity, don't mind paying a bit more for culture, Austin's your vibe. And if you're still not sure, spend a weekend in both cities. That's what my wife and I did when we moved here from Raleigh, North Carolina. Drive their neighborhoods, feel the traffic, and eat the food, and then you'll know. If you're planning to relocate to Texas and trying to figure out whether Austin fits your lifestyle and your budget, I talk with people just like you every single week. Families, professionals, and investors making the same choice. You can call or text me at 512-865-5933 or use one of the links in the description. I hope you compare both markets side by side so you can make the move that fits you best. Thanks for watching. Hit that like button, subscribe for more Texas market breakdowns, and drop a comment below. Austin or Dallas, which one would you pick?